HFY Sci-Fi Alien Women's Story, and third, Person Human. Are you really going to do this with me? Alien girl can't hold back any morally.
Okay.
Stands on the deck of a quiet cargo ship that drifts beyond the pale moon of a red planet. She breathes in the taste of metal and dry air and feels the pull of the great dark. She's a small engineer with tired hands but steady eyes. She believes the ship can go farther than the chart, and she believes people can be kinder than fear allows an alien craft glides. Near without sound, its skin shimmers like dusk on water. From it comes a woman with silver skin and hair like night snow. Her name is Al. Her voice moves like music without weight. She asks for help through signs and calm gestures, for her ship is hurt and her people wait in a hidden drift where no sun reaches. Hesley tries to speak slow and kind. She keeps her palms open and her shoulders low. She points to the cargo bay. She nods to the tools and the warm lights. She shows that she will help. Steps close. She watches how Lily moves with care and refuses to show fear. She sees that the human carries a soft strength that says, "I will not leave you," and something in Al begins to ease for the first time since the storm that broke her shipward spreads among the crew. Megan from Combs brings a heat blanket. Claire from Medbay brings water, and a calm smile. Nina rewires a power relay and hums a soft tune. The crew could have sent a warning call to the patrol and waited, but they choose to help now. No one asks for pay, no one asks for fame. They just help because help is what people do when they remember they are people eyeing the alien vessel. The power core hums like a low river. Thin lights flicker and then fade. Al leads Lily through corridors that curve like living bone. There are marks of fire, and there are halls as smooth as pearl. Lily moves with care not to damage what she does not know. She studies the shape of joints and vents. She listens to the hum and feels the heat. With the back of her hand, she lays her ear near a panel and smiles. She understands machines the way some folks understand wind, and Lily asks with hands if she may open the core housing. Al nods and steps aside. She watches Lily set tools in. Neat rose wrench here, gauge their cloth here, light there. Lily brings a power bridge from the cargo ship. It is old but strong. She checks the flow and sees where the alien power runs wild and where it sags like a wet rope. She draws a new path with wire and care. She uses what she knows from years of fixing old engines for folks who could not pay full price, and she uses what she feels from the music of this new ship that breathes like a slow heart. Hours pass like soft sand outside the red planet turns, and the moon throws thin light across the holes inside. The crew keeps watch and brings food and clean water. Rail tells the story of her people with hands and quiet sounds. They came seeking a haven from a war that swallowed stars. They chose not to fight back in the same way. They hid and they healed, and they waited for a kinder path, but the storm chased them and broke the ship and cut them off from the drift where the young slept in cold dreams. Lee feels a weight in her chest, but she does not let it bend her. She answers with action. She asks Megan to bring more power cells. She asks Claire to watch the core heat and call out if it climbs too high. She asks Nina to link the cargo ship coolant into the alien loop she leads. With gentle voice, she keeps fear out and brings purpose. There is a thud that shakes both ships. Pirates slip from the shadow of the red planet. They want salvage in bodies, and they think this small cargo ship will fold with one push, but they do not know this crew, and they do not know Lily, and they do not know what it means when a human decides to stand. Megan jams the pirate hail with a wall of static. Claire secures the med bay and moves the fragile stores to a safe hold. Nina brings the bulkhead doors down and locks them with a code only the crew knows. Lily does not reach for a weapon first. She reaches for the intercom and speaks in a voice. It stays soft, yet does not bend. She tells the crew to hold the line. She tells them to breathe slow. She tells them that fear will not steer. Today parates cut across the bow like knives in dark water. They fire hooks and try to pull the hull close. Lily taps the thrusters with little bursts and makes the ship dance away from each hook. She moves with the smooth calm of a harbor pilot. In a tight fog, she will not let them take this ship, and she will not let them take. Lael stands at her side now. Something fierce wakes in her eyes. She has held back for so long because her People choose peace and refuse old rage, but she sees how Lily protects without hate and fights without love of pain. She sees that the human path can hold both strength and care. At once she touches a panel on her wrist, and a web of light unfolds. Around her hands, this is not a weapon in the old sense. It is a shield that will not harm a body, but will bend force and break aim. Pirates fire, and the shields bloom like clear rain that catches the shots and turns them aside. Lily times the thrusters with the rhythm of each blast. The ship moves like a dancer, and the crew moves. Like a choir, no one panics, no one deserts. They hold to each other, and to their quiet plan Megan finds. The band the pirates use to talk, she throws a message. Out like a rope, she says. Leave now, and no one gets hurt, she says. You face a crew that will not break, she says. You face a ship that will not fall, she says. We are not prey some pirates falter and peel away others. Push harder, they want what they think they are owed by a cruel world. Lily feels a hard heat in her chest, and she lets it burn to light, not to ash she touches. The intercom again, and says, This is who we are. We build, we mend, we shield. We do not take from the weak. We will not stop. Last pirate craft comes in fast and hot, its captain thinks. Speed will tear the small ship open. Lily watches the vector and counts an old rhythm in her head. She sees a window that is not really there, yet but will be if she dares. She calls to Nina. To vent a burst of coolant to starboard at her mark, she calls to Megan to slam power to the dorsal thruster. On her word, she nods to Al, who stands. Quiet at her side with the clear shield, Radithe pirate ship roars in. Lily gives the mark. Nina vents the coolant, and a cloud of ice and fog blooms like a sudden winter. Megan hits the thruster, and the cargo ship slides sideways. Like a skater on new ice, the pirate craft charges through the cloud, and its sensors slip for a breath. In that breath, Elle throws the shield wide, and it bends the pirate aim just enough. Their hooks bite empty space, and their hull grazes the cloud and spins, not broken, but shaken, and at last they choose to Runcelance falls like a soft blanket. No one cheers. Yet Lily turns back to the alien core. She knows the work is not. Daniel looks at her with eyes bright and wet with relief. She will not hide. She takes Lily's hands and holds them with gratitude that needs no words. She had told herself to never take more from another soul, and now she learns that help given does not leave a debt when it comes from a true hard. Hours pass again. Small fixes become a woven whole, the core hum grows steady, and sure lights return with a clear glow. Lily breathes out slow when the readout holds firm. She smiles a small, tired smile that says enough for now. In the hidden drift, the young of Al's people wait in cold dreams. They are safe, but they must wake soon, or sleep will become a cage the alien ship needs. A signal beacon and clean power to guide them. Lily sets a relay on the cargo ship mast. Megan tunes the call. Nina maps a safe corridor through the dust rings around the red planet Claire, packs medkits for whoever wakes weak and a Fredthy crew. Forms a circle by the airlock. Al steps into the center and tries to speak but stops and laughs a small, soft laugh at herself. She is a leader in her hidden home, but here she has learned a new kind of courage, not the courage of silence, the courage of trust. She says, thank you with hands on heart, and then she bows in the way of her people. Leonsis with the same gesture, a little crooked but full of love. She says, go and bring your people home. Ely lifts her ship from the hard dock with a duck foo. Slow pulse of light. She swings the nose toward the hidden drift. Before she goes, she looks one more time at Lily through the clear shield of the viewport. There is a path that opens between them, not only across space, but across Firth cargo ship. Follows at a careful distance to guard the root dust spirals. Like old prayers around them, the red planet fades and the cold grows. Deep in this quiet, the human heart grows larger than its skin. It stretches out to make room for hope that belongs to more than one. Kindi reach the drift. It is a cloud of ice and light and stillness, where small pods float like seeds in winter. The alien ship sings a tone that threads the ice in the dark. One by one, the pods stir, lights blink weak then strong. Beings wake with soft gasps. A clear chime carries across the drift and seems to shine inside the ribsail, guides the first pod to a warm cradle. Lily sends power through the bridge she built and monitors the flow with steady eyes. Claire moves gentle. Hands across new skin that shines like dawn, Megan keeps the cums clean, and the corridor clear Nina steadies. The Holland holds formation with the ease of an artist at a Wheelmore pod's wake. More voices rise like the start of morning in a small town. There is awe, there is fear, but there is no panic, because the first voice, they hear, is calm and warm and human. It is Lily telling them that they are safe, that their leaders are here, that the way home is open. Ale watches this and feels something sweet and painful open in her chest. She had learned to hold back, to keep her people hidden, to keep their light small.